Hey, hello, Sumo. How you doing? Is everything okay with you? Sure, man. No problem. What's up? What you doing? What are you up to? I'm happy you had time to stop by. It's good. You going for swimming? Sure, man. I'll see you another time. Have a nice day. Hey, Ellison. Hi. How you doing? Good. I love your drawing. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Where are you watching me from? Let me see how far YouTube is guiding me. So pretty mature. So this area, I'm gonna shade under the horn as shadows to give it some sort of background, to add some background to it, or to add some background feature to it. The same thing would apply to this way as well. Right. So now, so far, pretty satisfied with this area. I'm gonna bring in this a little bit more detail to this part of the sketch. Okay. It takes a lot of patience when you're trying to put in the shadows here, so that it causes the feeling that it's really underneath it, right? Having that background and foreground relationship that's here, it's gonna eat a lot of ink, this area. And the same thing applies to this area as well. This area would show a lot more shading to emphasize or get the shading properly done for the shadows to speak for itself. Right, we have probably need to get in something like that. It really needs to be very obvious, the relationship, or when you look at the image, you would not be able to understand what you're looking at, right? The relationship between the overlapping like this. This pen that I'm using, the tip, it's about 0.1, and this one's tip, it's about 0.4. So I'll be switching between them to get the exact illustration detailing as I want it. All right, so here I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So when you see this, there's a bunch of strokes, right? The strokes are pretty insane, and it's a lot, right? It's a lot of strokes that's going on, but it's not a forgive me for my sound. Right, you get in that, and you try to, just shade over it to sort of create that information that we are looking for. Right, I'll leave this place overly exposed that to give that feeling of the light reflection. You don't have to shade every place, some areas you have to leave them white, because everything reflects and lights, how light bounces off a surface, it doesn't distribute it evenly. So that's a rule of thumb, something that you have to always keep in mind for that. Right, so we have this part sorted out, this part is sorted out, and I want to add something to it. I need some sort of other information just to fill up the page. I've had two. It's like one is this thing looks cool as a tattoo. It's gonna look really cool as a tattoo. But all the same, let's get working. So I'm gonna shade here a little bit. Nice. Yep. So far so good. It's looking pretty decent for me. And just try and draw something here. Probably give it wings. I really like how this place is looking, how it overlaps. I love the details there. Also, the detail of the skin, I feel like it's really important. It has to show itself. So you just get those ones done and out of the way. Alright, so we have this part really well taken care of. We're gonna shade under the line to create that kind of shadows that we're missing here. Those details, it really sells the illusion of what we're trying to create. So try not to sleep on that. Just be patient. Trying to do a sketch, just you really need to have tons of patience. Right? If you don't have patience, you won't be able to pull that off. It's just patience. I think the patience is much equally important as the skill. Because if you have the patience and you don't have the skill, you'll be able to learn the skill in order to get it right, right? But if you have the skill and you don't have patience, you're just gonna rush through it, and it's not gonna look as good. So people really have good work, good sketches, but they don't have good finishing. Like if you look at this finishing, it feels like uh, this is this can do better. You know, I don't know if you've ever encountered. Right, so yeah, I feel like this is looking somewhat okay, provided I can give it good finishes. It will be very good. So for here, the skin, I'm gonna go the same zigzag pattern to create this area. And there's a lot of overlaps going on here, so probably need to shade it pretty well to get that well enunciated. Orient. Alright, so I changed my pen using the 0.4 just to create that extra shadow to give the separation, right? Guys, if you're watching me and you like these kind of sketches or you like pen art, kindly consider to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Nice. I like the details here. It looks kind of sketchy, but that's the whole point of the sketch. Come in here now. Here, this part, I'm gonna do a little bit of details there. All right. For these details really help the this creature come alive. You know, it really helped differentiate between a 2D sketch of flat on the paper and a 3D. It makes it feel like, yo, this thing really belongs there, right? So I like to stress a little bit more on my shadows, this and my shading. If there's one thing that I could not do without when I'm sketching is shading. Like, I could do a bad sketch, but with good sketches, shading, and it could make it pop, right? And I could equally do a good sketch, but with bad shading, and it's just gonna flop. So for me, shading is very, very important. You know, it really cuts across the finishing of the work. You shade properly, we could understand what you're trying to say. If your shading is not there, then be like, yo, what is the relationship going on here? Now you see here, darkening this area, you are able to understand that this thing is over this part, right? So the shadows, the shading, don't sleep on it. You take your time. And hey, Blocks, what's up? Yeah, I'll do the natural. Don't worry about that. I promise you, I'll do it. I just have to finish this series that I'm doing, all right? So I'll probably finish this series today, and I'll do the natural. Don't worry. You have my word. But you better be here when I'm doing the natural, bro. Don't have me drawing your request and you don't show up. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I wanted to go live for 10:30. So I want to finish this series and come back around that time and do the Naturo. Because this sketch was taking me longer than I expected. This is like the part 3 of this thing, you know. So I want to close it off. And I don't want to rush it, so that's so good. Hi, hey, SpongeBob profile from yesterday. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? I'm gonna change. All right. Nice, Ashley. How's your day so far? Having a good day? Nice. So we have this so far. Yeah, you're about to have a better day. Nice. I'm gonna add in these details here. I'm not lying. I'm the same one from yesterday. Yep. No problem. I remember you. I remember your last name. You have blocks on the last part of your name. So I remember the name. And also you requested for Naruto. So I'm just trying not really a big. I'm just trying, not really a big one. I think it's because of all this rain. Oh, you're gonna have a good day, right? You know, I used to have a friend. Anytime I ask him how's the day, if it's raining, he'll probably say that it's a beautiful rainy day. You know, a beautiful day doesn't have to be a sunshine. It doesn't have to be with sunshine, you know. he can probably say it's a beautiful cloudy day. So what you have right now, it's just a beautiful rainy day. Did you get Michael Jackson? Did I get Michael Jackson? From where? Where am I going to find Michael? That was 16 years ago. Wow. What do you like to eat? What do I like to eat? I like to eat fish. I like fish. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here so you can see how I'm doing the sketches for this area. Nice. All right. So far so good. I'll probably be doing a little bit of details here and there, and that'll be it. Do you live in America or England? I want to sleep, so I'm leaving now. Do you live? I don't live in neither of those places. I live in Taiwan. I'm so far away from here. I'm living in Taiwan. You know where that is? I'm in Taiwan currently. So I feel like we are worlds apart. You should be in the eastern side, right? The eastern side of the globe. But if you want to sleep now, then you're gonna miss the sketch. Then I'm not gonna do it. I'll wait for you tomorrow. Okay? You come back tomorrow, then we'll do it together. Nice. Okay. The girl is old. Nice. So yep. I think that's about it for this one. Um, so far so good. Zoom back out a bit so you can see the whole thing. There's more to it that I could do. Okay, so I'm gonna look around and see if I can get more ideas. I probably get to one or two images from the online and see if I could what you call it, add some details to it, like these ones here. Right, add these spots to it to make it feel a little bit more. Nice. I like this details that I just added. I'm gonna polish it a little bit more. And yeah, I'll call it off after I'm done with everything. Probably take my time and shade it up. So I'm adding these spikes to his back. Just extra details to it, or extra features to the character or to the creature, or as you can, or you could probably say to the monster. Right. Could define it. This right. Just mixing it. It makes it pop some more. Nice. Woof! This is so good. And here as well, I'm gonna add some stuff here. Yeah. Okay, so this is not going to be all flat like that. It's not going to be all smooth. So just break the pattern by adding some shadings here and there. Right. give it extra texture, right? That's how you texture it. So we have this, and it looks presentable. It's like 60%. All right. Okay. So yeah, um, that's about it for this one. I believe everything that's so far so good, and I believe everything is so far so good. If you're watching me after the stream, kindly like, subscribe, But before I go, there's some texture that I would like to add to it. Right, add some information around it. I have these rough sketches around it, and the purpose of this sketch is to give it some sort of a texture. All right. I don't like the background to be all white. I like to have some sort of information in the background, like chaos, you know, in it. right. Okay, so this one I realized that the more I'm doing it, the more crazy and nasty it's becoming. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no cap to creativity. All right. So I'm just gonna stop here before I get out of control. I'm just enjoying this thing that I'm doing right now. I'm really enjoying it. Like, you have no idea the level of this is the level of creativity that I'm on right now. So see, that's the beautiful thing about sketching, right? At the end of the day, whatever that you do, you can easily fix it. So you don't have to fuss about the mistakes that you did. Because even if I did a mistake in this sketch, you don't know what I'm creating. So basically, how would you know the final input of what I just did? Sorry, the final output of what I've just done. So whatever that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create to you, just gonna feel as something as it is. So my whole point is, don't get caught up too much on the mistakes when you're doing pen drawing. It don't really matter. Okay, embrace the mistakes and try to create more. Be creative in your work. All right, so that's all we have for you. So that's all I could do today. I really appreciate you guys for coming through to watch. Anybody who's watching after the live stream, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're here on the live stream too. Thank you for staying with me. And as always, I hope I've inspired you today. And for news flash, recently we just launched our Discord platform. I've posted it on my YouTube wall. So if you went to Discord, kindly link up, let's chat, get to know each other, and learn from each other. All right, so that's all for today, guys. Have a great day. All right, if you're having an evening too, have a great evening, and peace out. Bye bye.